from Aston magazine with a not so much an album review or box set review. This is just a review on a new piece of music, and I've been asked to do this, and it's my reaction to the new Queen single after literally 30 plus years of Face It Alone featuring Freddie Mercury. So this has already been seen on the official Queen channel at the time of me doing this video nearly 8 million times, and I'm sure it will be at 10 million very, very soon. And I heard it for the first time just a few days ago, and I've played it quite a few times now. So these are my thoughts. So a bit of kind of background and perspective on me and Queen, really. Like many school kids from my generation, the first Queen album was something that was talked about in the corridors at school, with songs like Keeping Yourself Alive and Liar, etc. And they were supporting Mott the Hoople at that time. And I know a lot of my friends went to see Mott the Hoople just to see Queen. Mott the Hoople are a great band, by the way, and Queen's relationship with Ian Hunter has been a long one and a very supportive one as well. But it wasn't until 1974 I kind of bypassed or rolled over Queen 2. I hadn't got much money. It was Sheer Heart Attack from 74 and Killer Queen. Lots of my friends are talking about the well-constructed guitar solo by Brian May, and I thought, yeah, it's okay, it's good. But it was actually Now I'm Here and Brighton Rock that just blew the doors open to what this band was all about, and also things like Tenement Funster and Lily of the Valley. The diversity of the music, the fact they all wrote their own songs, but it all sounded like Queen. So they were very, very different and original band, and I think there can't be many bands from that period who crossed over from rock, hard rock, heavy metal, whatever you want to call it, to pop, funk, disco, anything. And they didn't lose any fans. Or if they did, they didn't lose them for long. Because live, they were just absolutely stunning. And they could mix all these genres and have all these people in the same huge stadiums sing along to all their songs. Because they were just so good. And in the mid-80s, I was in a rock band myself, and Live Aid, the period of Live Aid, and we were watching the bands, and I remember the singer of the band I was in the moment, Neil, rang me and said, "Have you just seen Queen on Live Aid?" And I was going, yes. And it was the most fantastic, 15, 20 minutes, whatever it was, of live performance I think the world has ever seen. The command of the audience, the showmanship, the entertainer, the songs, the way they segued from one to the other, the way the audience knew every single word globally. It is incredible, which is why the film, looking at Freddie Mercury's life, works so well. My next kind of song that kind of meant a lot to me at the time was Who Wants to Live Forever from this film Highlander, which is probably my favourite Queen song ever. I think that the way that Freddie Mercury delivers those words, the feeling, the visuals, the guitar solo, to this day it's just superb. And you can see that Freddie Mercury's love of Shirley Bassey and the fact that Shirley Bassey covered that song, it's just immaculate. And that leads me into Face It Alone. Because Face It Alone is an outtake from the album The Miracle from 1988. But to me, it sounds more like something that from the Magic period, that the kind of Who Wants to Live Forever, it sounds like an outtake from the film in some way. The way it starts with the kind of thump of the drums and the gentle, it's a little ballad, it almost has a feel of that song of Who Wants to Live Forever. And the fact that we get to literally 1 minute 30 odd seconds and the guitar solo comes in, and it's a guitar solo by Brian May that almost kisses the words that Freddie Mercury has been singing and just takes those words into an instrumental realm that just cements them, into your heart. And the words themselves, this is at a time when Freddie he knew he was seriously ill. And the words are so brave, so courageous, and so completely open, And the thing I want to say is that I feel that this song, which sent shivers up my spine, as well as a lot of people I know have already spoken to me about it, is that it probably resonates more now, all these years later, than if it had been included on the album in the first place. And the reason I say that is that 30 odd years ago, the core audience, fans of Queen, we were all 30 odd years younger. And we may have known some sorrow and heartache in our lives, from parents passing away or friends to earlier than they should have done. But now all of us are 30 plus years older than that point. And when Freddie sings about facing this alone, which he's talking about his own demise, many of us now, when we look back, if we're honest, there's probably more time behind us than there is ahead of us. And so I'm saying that because the song resonates more now. Because we know more people who've sadly passed away. We've known more, families and partners or whatever. And so when we hear the song now, we identify with it more because we're connected closer to the subject matter. And I think that's why, for me, the song really, really connected with me. Because what Freddie's saying in those words is about life in this moment, connecting to the present moment where we are fully alive now and appreciating everything that we have around us, our families, our friends, our passions, our interests and our goals and aspirations. And I think the song is beautiful, and it's, as I said, it's constructed quite differently. The fact that, as I said, between 1 minute 40 seconds, we've already had a chorus, we've already had a guitar solo, and then we have that bit when we come to the second chorus where we have a gentle refrain where he just repeats the same word, and then having to realizing he's going to be facing this alone, and we know what that means. I think it's a very spiritual song, and it's a very uplifting song, and I think that if this is the taster for what this new box set that comes out in November for the Miracle album, it's going to be well worth a listen. And thank you to Brian May and Roger Taylor and the Queen production team for managing to get this track to where it is now, so we could all have a chance to hear it. And thank you for my supporters and patrons for saying, Phil, you need to listen to this and see what you think. And Brian and Roger, if you're watching this, I'd love to talk to you and interview you about this song and how you pulled it together. That would be absolutely fantastic. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the Now Spinning magazine channel and telling everyone about it. Please subscribe if you've just found me for the first time. There's a button down there to make sure you get the notifications. Remember, music is the healer. It is the doctor. Stay safe. Keep spinning those albums, discs and vinyl. And I shall see you very, very soon.